Hi, everyone. It's Dr. Sellers back again for week one of Psych 300. I just want to give like a brief overview, talk through of the major topics that this week is going to cover, and then just some reminders about our discussions that will be due this week. So, you have two chapters of reading for week one. You have chapter one, which covers psychology as a science, and then you have chapter four, which covers theories in psychology. So, psychology as a science is really going to focus on understanding one, what science is, and then how and why psychology is as much of a science as sort of the quote unquote like hard or natural sciences, like biology or chemistry or physics. And the main point to be made here is that science itself is not about the thing being studied. Science is a process and a set of principles and a set of tools. And as long as you are applying those principles and those tools and that process to understanding something about the world, you're doing science. Whether it looks like geology, whether it looks like political science, whether it looks like cognitive or social psychology or astrophysics, right? The content is not what makes something science. What makes something science is the approach, the process. So that chapter one is going to talk about psychology as a science, how psychology adheres to that process, what that process is. Then chapter four is going to sort of take a deeper step into the world of psychology, talk about theories, what theories are, how we use theories in science and specifically in psychology, and then the types of theories and the attributes of theories that maybe make some theories different from others or some more applicable in certain situations or in some ways than others. So a couple of the sort of high points that you want to make sure you're taking away from this week. You really need to be able to understand the three fundamental features of science that are discussed in chapter one. What makes something falsifiable or a plausible theory that we then use to extrapolate and hypothesize about and incorporate new findings. And then the role of sort of skepticism in science and the worldview almost that science adheres to. Um, and then there's an important distinction of basic versus applied research that is important for you to sort of have a handle on by the end of this week. So that's again in very broad brushstrokes the topics and some of the high points of the material from this week. Don't forget that your individual sorry, my cat is messing with me and hitting my computer on the other side. Um, your discussion that you have to post is due on Sunday of this week, and your two peer responses to the discussion posts of others are due on Tuesday of next week. So by Sunday, you need to have your own discussion posted, and then by Tuesday of next week, you need to have two peer responses where you respond to someone else's post on the discussion board. So please let me know if you need anything. Feel free to reach out in the Ask the Professor forum, or if you have a specific question that pertains to you individually, reach out to me through the Leo email. Thanks, everybody, and I hope you have a good one.